Beach trip. If you're still in school, go do your homework because it's time for Meet Wheat. This time we went to me and my girlfriend. We went to Morro Bay, as per the title. I'm sure you can read. I hope you can read if you're watching my stuff. But if you can't, well, it is what it is. I love going to Morro Bay. It's one of my favorite places to relax. And this time it was just me and my girlfriend just relaxing. Usually I go with my family, but over there looming in the distance, you could see it coming. You could see that big rock. Iconic. It's beautiful, and I love it. It's also a hell of a drive, but at the same time, I love driving. I mean, it's my livelihood, right? You would think someone who drives trucks goes far regularly, and that's exactly what I do. So it was a walk in the park for me. Was that like 5-6 hour drive? No, it's less than that. Look at that rock in the corner. I love that thing. Every time we go there, at any part you're in the town, you could see that big rock. See, look, this is a view from the hotel. And there it is right there. And of course, just like anything, there's a fucking crane blocking it. My God, can someone just... Hot tub. Look at that. Nice bubbly water. And if you're under 2 feet 6, I'm sorry, there's no lifeguard on duty. I wouldn't swim if I were you. You get free advertisement. Why not? Might as well do the Smoothage. I love that name, Smoothage. It made me laugh. And as you can see, it's overcast. I wanted to get that footage. Also, look, me and my girlfriend walking side by side. Isn't that adorable? We got here, and I was just on the pier. There was no one else there. I just wanted to relax. But check this out. Bam. It's uncovered footage of the rock. No crane to be seen. And also the boats look really cinematic in front of it. I don't know. It was beautiful to see it. We could actually... Moss. A lot of moss. Too much moss. Get rid of it. That's disgusting. Ew. Turning to earlier when you saw the hot tub, we actually had no idea that our hotel came with the hot tub. So it then became a game of cat and mouse in order to find a pair of shorts that I could buy there. The thing is, right, it is really hard to find a pair of shorts in Morro Bay. Oh, seal. Look at that. Nice seal. You can find that. They have the 1,000-yard stare, but, you know, don't worry about that. And I guess they came from this little pirate ship. I love this pirate ship. Look at it. The whole reason I got it is because it's adorable, and I wanted to ride the pirate ship. Speaking of pirate shit, this is where I took a pile of shit. No, it's just porta potty. I don't know why I recorded this. I have no idea why. And then there was this chalk drawing here. Thank you for being alive. I thought that was sweet. What about you guys? What would you make of that if you saw that? You know? I think it's wholesome. Rock. That is an interesting rock. I mean, look at that rock. I absolutely love that rock. Pelican rock. Pelican rock. A rock looks like a pelican. Pelican rock. I love rocks. Rocks are cool. I love rock. When we were in Hawaii, we got the best massage we've ever had in our lives. And when I saw that sign, it just reminded me of it. You know what I mean? And of course, undisturbed, Her Majesty, the big ass rock. I actually don't know what they call it. I just call it Morro Bay, you know? By the way, Thai elephant is so good. Like, oh my God. My girlfriend recommended the place, so we went straight to it. And it was absolutely delicious. I love it. I recommend you guys go if you're in Morro Bay. Of course, I got the fried rice with a little bit of crab on top. Absolutely beautiful, colored, and delicious. I forget what the salad was called. My girlfriend got these noodles that were spicy, and we got crab ragu. And once you're done eating, of course, you gotta walk around. You gotta walk off the food, right? Burn off a little bit of calories, or at least let the food settle. And you can see us there in the mirror. That's cute. We were just enjoying everything about it. Look, the rock, like I said, you could see it no matter where you're at, where you're walking around, right? I think in this next shot, yeah, of course, it's going to be right there, too. Rock. See, look at that. Of course, walking right towards it. Of course, it's going to show up in there. You know what I mean? But yeah, the streets were clean. The people were nice. Everything about it was great. I love this sticker. That's why I zoomed in on it. I forget what we were doing here. Oh, right. We were getting coffee. And it was, look at the little patio area outside. It was a little wholesome shop. I loved it. I like the flowers. I really like the flowers. This next shot we actually got because me and my girlfriend went to a vintage candy store in Los Angeles, and this reminded us of it. I didn't even know they had candy cigarettes, honestly. That's kind of cool. Candy cigarettes? No, candy cigars. My bad. Look at these boats. I like the name of this one, Scrambled Eggs. I hope that's... I would have named my boat that. I love that. Skipping to the end of the day, we have the most relaxing view of the entire walkway. It's beautiful. The bay is just... Look at that. They're just chilling on their boat. They're having a good time and they're asleep. And skip to morning. Bam. Look at that. Same view. Still just as wholesome. Still just as comfortable. Day and night, this place just screams cozy. You know what I mean? And the fucking crane is back. Great. I love this hallway. It's scary, right? I can't even scary. Even the way down is carpeted. and you gotta appreciate good rims when you see them. And this is a video that I took on our walk, and as you can clearly see, I walked right by the shorts, which were for sale. I even zoomed in on the stupid things, and I didn't buy them because I didn't realize. And the reason I didn't realize is because I was hungry and I wanted caffeine at the same time, and I got them both at the Top Dog Coffee Bar. I'm telling you guys right now, if you're in the area, if you're in Morro Bay, check them out. It's absolutely delicious coffee, and the food was great. Even the view, look, we got outside in the patio area, we were just relaxing. It was one of my favorite places now. And you guys also know that I'm a big history buff, so we went to this museum, and I wish I remembered the name, but it's at the end. You can't miss it. Look at the 3 giant columns. Just walk towards them, and you're going to see an amazing display. Well, this is the submarine that you probably saw in the beginning of the video. I was in a tiny submarine anyway, but what these are the giant ones that are used to save people and just to explore. I wish I had known. I wish I'd taken more notes, but I just love. Look at how awesome they are. Look, there's displays there. You can read all about them. And there's a little area inside. There was this very kind lady who was telling us about the history of one of these ships, and one that I will happily tell you about. This one I got to zoom in on. Look kind of creepy. I zoomed down. Ugh. I know, disgusting. It didn't look good when I zoomed out. During World War II, there was a Japanese submarine that fired on the Montebello, sinking it. However, all 38 men on board were saved by this tugboat here, and I'm paying my respects to it. I love this boat. While on the topic of nautical stuff, I also was trying my hardest to learn to tie this knot. I was doing it one-handed, so it wasn't that that easy, excuse me. And I almost got it, but here's the thing. My girlfriend is way more talented than I am, and she was doing the much more difficult one. Look at that. Look at that form. And right next to us, while we were doing this, was just a scale model of the ships made in Legos. I love that. This is also my first time in a Coast Guard ship, which I don't know how tall people who work there are, but I'm definitely way too big for it. The thing is, it felt like a toy to me, but obviously it's an advanced piece of equipment. The part that was small to me was the cab. This part here, getting inside was a nightmare for someone as tall as me. I hit my head numerous times, right there, and right there, and at some point I put my hand above, and you can see me, like I'm clearly leaning forward with that angle. But you know what? Hey, at least I got in, finally. And the thing is, they had a notice here saying 24-hour surveillance. Now, who's always watching? I knew it. And here we have the Witch's Cauldron full of the bones of the Megalodon, which was hunted by this harpoon, probably. Although this is anecdotal, of course, I have no evidence. Big-ass cannon, that's what I'm all about. The older, the better. This cannon was so old, it was probably fired by Davy Jones himself. Got the old cannonballs and everything. Of course, I don't know how the cannonballs would fit in such a small barrel, but of course, you know, it's probably just corroded like crazy. It was so cool to watch. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. It's so hard to find an MP3 of 04 Tuna. I'm just going to make it myself. But look how massive this rock is. It's amazing. I visited Morro Bay for years. Numerous times, but never once have I actually been this close to the rock. It's awesome to see, actually. I really like that I was able to go over here. Not just me, obviously, me with my girlfriend. We had a great time. I love doing stuff with her. I love that she was here making this video with me, and I'm just the luckiest guy in the world, honestly. And I like this place. Look at this. Check this out. Bam, rock cairns. They were making rock piles, I guess. People were just balancing rocks on top of each other. You could barely see it in the video, so I tried to zoom in on them. But this one guy was just absolutely kicking ass. His rock piles were like 10 feet tall. They just kept going. It was amazing. Ours, about a foot tall. I mean, they could have been better. Here, this is one example of the one he made. There's a picture of me. I might post it somewhere later where I'm standing next to that same cairn, and it goes above my head by at least 2 feet. And this is my girlfriend's and mine. My girlfriend's is way cleaner. My attempt was literally 2 rocks on top of each other. And this squirrel right here, I mean, he's just a little guy. He's just chilling. I like that he got really close to us. You could tell how close he was to me. Look at that rock cairn, by the way. It kept going. I was actually tricked a bit. It ended sooner than I thought, but this is just an up-close version of it, because I realized that the other one, it makes it look bigger than it really is, but it's still pretty damn big, so I went right up to it, and the last bit is a tiny pebble. This is such a fat squirrel right here. That's why I took a video of him. That's the whole reason for him. Look at him go. He's a big guy. Scene transition. And now we're at the other side of the now we're at the other side of the walk. Look at that. Another museum. This one, more about the animals and the coastline itself. I like the other one because it had to do with the history of the boats. This has to do with the history of the animals. Like that one there. Look at him. Look at him. Look. And zoom out. I'm so fucking clean with it, bro. Look at me. I'm so good. You wish you were on my level. Also, this is such a cool view. It looks much further than it really is, but it's only a few miles. And the thing is, within those miles, you got the smokestacks over there, which we were just at, and the rock next to him. This pelican actually scared me. That's why I zoomed in on him. He's got no soul in his eyes, and he was right above us the whole time we were recording. And then there's the greatest planet on Earth. I also like this display here because it's very clear and obvious to me that someone broke this person's pottery. And like, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't stand for that. And if you're anything like me, you're probably wondering what the hell a buffa is. It's a big ass fucking fish. I'm just kidding. It's right there. Big old fat fertile female fish. I apologize for those children listening who may have heard swears, but I gotta be honest. You should not be on this page right now because like, that's a lot of sex that fish had. I'm not gonna lie. And the display here is really beautiful. That's the whole reason I'm showing you guys, right? Beautiful place to take the kids. Even my immature ass was having fun here. I mean, look at this footage I got. Very exclusive footage of this otter. That's it. It's an otter. I love otters. Truth be told, I love all animals, so that's why I was blown away by the displays here. I'm only going to show you one, and this one right here. You see? Bam. Crab. You spin the wheel in the bottom and everything moves. You also get a unique sound, along with a little lesson about geology, rain, and wind, and how they all interact with nature. It's beautiful. I love this display. It's a simple one, but a very effective one. It had my attention the whole time. Not as much as this one, which is a real-life display. It's literally just a window to the outside, but I thought it was beautiful. And this display here actually shows you how the surface of water interacts with the rest of it, whatever's on the bottom. My girlfriend's the one cranking it. This, on the other hand, I don't know how to explain. I guess this is just showing you what the sun does, how it interacts with the greenery of the hills and everything around it. I thought it was beautiful, but it was kind of dusty, I'm not going to lie. I don't mind the dust because I'm sitting here thinking, how do you even clean this thing? You know? Mother fucking microscopes. I love these things so much. You have no idea. I just love microscopes, okay? Look, this is a microgram. Big fucking whoop. You know what I love? I love being able to see tiny things. Why? Because tiny things are interesting. There's an entire different world that we can't comprehend because we're huge, okay? Compared to these tiny things, like individual grains of pollen, which are made of millions of cells, right? Of course, you wouldn't know. What would you know? Unless you're a genius, in which case you know a lot. In fact, a lot of you are geniuses, so you know a lot. I don't know why I'm so high energy right now. I just love microscopes. I'm gonna be totally honest, I have no idea what a minke whale is, but here's its dead body, or here's the skeleton of it anyway. There was actually quite a few bones on the left side, but my idiot brain got the wrong footage. I recorded a bush. Yeah. Woo! Bush. Yeah, you love bushes, don't you? But after all that learning, it was time to unwind, stretch my legs a bit, and just take in the scenery. You know, stop and smell the roses. The roses have been smelled. Time to go spend some money. This here is the Tag and Wagon. It's honestly one of my favorite places that I stop by here at this. It's essentially a swap meet, but only artists can go there. And I know these gibbets were made by hand. For sure they weren't. Also, this merch here, absolutely 100% legitimate, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Spider-Man and Batman, question mark? No. What was cool was fucking Homer Simpson pulling up. Look at that. That's sick. I love that. We also had bread bowls with clam chowder in them. Very delicious. Honestly, if you're in Morro Bay, get these. They're so good. And it reminded me of another favorite. That's right, poke. The same one that we had in Hawaii. In fact, they made it exactly like the one we had in Hawaii. This right here, Giovanni. This is where we got it. If you want some poke authentically, get it from here. Also, they had a bunch of crabs outside, and I love crabs. I don't know why. They're just chilling there. All of them alive, fresh. They smelled awful, but I mean, They're crabs. What do I expect? This is also a weird door that I found. That's me happy as a clam because I found this beautiful shop. Look at it. It's all the saltwater taffy you can eat. The nice person there would actually let us sample it as well. But we just got a little of everything. And look at how colorful it is. That's what caught my eye. It looks delicious, and it is delicious. Sadly, that was it for the Morro Bay trip. This is just some footage of us heading back. The thing is, we will happily go back to Morro Bay whenever we get the chance. And those who listen to the podcast are going to like this part. You see that? James Dean's goggles found after 62 years. Look at that. That's incredible. I'm so glad I was able to see that. And thank you again to my patrons, all of you. Every single one of you. Oh my god, there's so many of you. Oh my god. Thank every single one. Oh,